I might speak slow, but my eyebrows are active.
There's nothing worse than a housewives skipping over the important beats of history.
This is
Throwing
drinks.
Throwing drinks. Hello, Jen.
Hello, Maggie. How are you?
Good. I'm just checking the brightness today. Last podcast, my light was on pretty solar flare.
You got a tan. You were in the UV tanning salon.
I think it's all right. I think we're all right here.
I keep adding lights and I'm still like, not enough.
We've only got 2 to go. So
I know.
Does that mean, yeah, okay.
I spent like 15 minutes setting up for today and I'm like, I'm glad after however many episodes I finally sort of figured it out.
She's got it. I tell you, she's got it. Well, you look great.
Can I tell you something about my face today? I'm always talking about it every week.
Mm-hmm.
I got my eyebrows done yesterday.
Ooh.
I got them like kind of tinted. I don't know if you can see. They're pretty full on. This is a very strong, maybe I just haven't gotten them done for so long, but
yeah, they look great.
They're very, defined. They were turbo yesterday. But it was so interesting. For the first time in my life, the girl doing my eyebrows was like, oh, like your left eyebrow is like more active than your right. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, this one moves more when you talk. So I've had to like draw it lower because when you talk, one eyebrow goes up further than the other.
Well, do you know who does that? Kylie Minogue.
What do you mean? What?
She does that when she talks. Her brow goes up. It looks great.
I keep thinking of The Rock.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we could say The Rock as well. I was trying to pick a
beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Not a gigantic man.
How's your week been other than your turbo eyebrow?
Good. I started a new job doing social media and I was like, I hate that I know so much about this stuff. I was like, why do I have this skill set? Why couldn't I have a skill set that's good for the world?
That is good for the world. Isn't that the thing? Isn't that?
I wish I could do like science or something.
Yeah.
Instead of Canva.
Hey, you're great at Canva. I've seen some of your collages.
You're great. You whip up a great Canva deck, Maggie. I'm in the presence of a great here.
I spend a long time on the color schemes of Canva and not so much on the presentation. And that's something I learnt the hard way at university recently.
What do you mean?
I just spent way too long making it look good and then realised when I was presenting it, I really didn't have a lot to say.
Not so much info.
Yeah, and you record yourself doing it, right? So
right.
Record the presentation. You're like a little voice over the top of your Canva and you got down the side, the script. So I'd have to slow the script right down.
Taking really long sips of water between each sentence.
Yeah. Welcome to my talk.
How's your week been? What's been going on?
Good. I've been working. I went bowling on Saturday night. That was great.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Shout out to the Keys in Preston in Melbourne. It's like, I would say it's the RSL for millennials.
Ooh.
It's got really good food and bowling alley, like a retro bowling alley, a big one. And like games and pool and, a couple of good bars and stuff. They're not paying me for this. It's just, it's just great.
Was it an occasion? Were you going for something in particular? Just a cute little hang?
Just with some friends. Yeah, just a hang. I grabbed a schnitty.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Do you find as you get older, your social outings become more like the stuff you did at a very good birthday party when you were 12?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say because neither of us drink. And it's now becoming very apparent how, it's not always boring, but it does get kind of tedious when it hits 11 p.m. at night and everyone's about 6 bevies deep and you're just not on the same page and you're just sitting around a table. So we've tried to make like a proper effort to do fun activities. So I've been we went mini golfing the other day, which is great. Mini golf in Brunswick. And we did the bowling and we go to the movies and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just it's kind of the world's built for
drinking,
which is fine. It just gets like when it hits people after a while, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Nothing good's happening after midnight. Are we two of the oldest women in the world?
Well, that's what I saw. There's like the thing they're advertising here, and they might probably definitely do have it in Sydney. It's like the over 30s rave or something. It's like, it's a daytime rave, but it goes.
They do coffee raves here. I can't remember if we've talked about this before.
No, I'd never seen it. They said it started at like 3 p.m. and goes to like 6 p.m. or something.
Oh, in Sydney, they're doing these like coffee raves at like 8 a.m. on a Sunday.
I like that. I'd try that.
And they do it at like a cafe, but they just have DJs and stuff. I like it, except that like just call it like breakfast. It's all right. It doesn't have to be a rave. I went to a coffee rave once in the nighttime, and it was put on by this like techno producer, and his whole thing was like the future of live events. Gen Z aren't drinking anymore. They're just doing drugs. So like, why does there have to be alcohol? You could have different baristas and cafes showcasing their like different blends and shots and stuff like that. And in theory, I really liked the idea, and I went. And also, I get really sleepy really easily, so I'm like, oh, this will keep me. But you have 3 coffees in the space of an hour, and you just feel like you're gonna die.
Yeah, it's a lot. You can't. You don't sit and sip on a espresso.
You're just shaking in the middle of a fucking rave. Like, it was awful. It was like a bad drug trip or something. It was just like, and there's like lasers and I was like, I feel so anxious and aggravated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booze is a depressant, right? And coffee is like a
upper or whatever.
Upper.
Yeah.
So, but not the kind of upper that is like,
you're not having fun.
No, it's like really anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like that either. But I don't drink coffee anymore as well. How boring.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a green tea person because I like the caffeine, the slow incline of caffeine. I love the taste of coffee. When I have a coffee, I go all weird. I'm like, run around.
Yeah.
Get opinionated.
What made you go off coffee?
Literally, it was the shakes. It was getting like really shaky after having a coffee in the morning and then crashing.
Yeah.
And so I started drinking more and more and more and more to the point where it was like so much. And I thought when I was in Belgium, the guy I was working with only drank green tea. So I was like, you know what? Like when I went and got coffees for us, I was like, you know what? It's easier if I just get the same thing. And I got hooked. But the caffeine like incline on a green tea is so gentle. Makes you feel so good. You still get that kind of like probably like feels like 70% of a coffee hit. But it's kind of like a nice bell curve. It's not like this straight up.
Yeah.
You know, coffee caffeine crazy spike. I don't know if it's better for you. I don't know if that's just our Queen Gwyneth. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know anything. All I know is Canva.
You know what is good?
What?
I saw that Puma is bringing out Real Housewives themed sneakers.
Wow.
Yes. So there's one based on every franchise that's going at the moment.
Wow. I got to find this.
Including New York, which they've released the New York sneakers, which makes me think,
As in, like, does it tell you kind of which season of New York? Is it like, these are specifically...
Oh, maybe. They're black. They're the black ones, obviously.
Right.
The Salt Lake City ones are silver with a blue stripe. And the Potomac ones are like cherry blossom color.
This is crazy. I'm trying to find this right now.
More collabs, please.
Do you reckon this is because Rihanna is like I think like a ambassador of Puma, and makes her
Maybe.
like Fendi stuff. And I know that she's a massive Real Housewives fan. Like she's always getting into the Housewives DMs, and it's like a very contested thing as to like who she's following and who she's not. I know she follows like Heather from Salt Lake and things like that. And I wonder if that's who's teed up the collab.
I mean, more high-end brand collabs. That just feels like a really fun avenue to go down. Like, I want to see Supreme and Bravo, and
That'd be so fun.
You know, like Louis Vuitton and Bravo.
That's a natural match.
It's a natural match, yeah. Because I would definitely, I would buy it.
Yeah, I love Lisa Barlow's junk food collabs that she does. She does a lot with like Wendy's.
Oh yeah,
milkshakes and
she's
things like
so
that.
smart, and like the Kerastase.
Oh my god,
the branding that they've gotten into this show that they're talking about, it's still talking about the Kerastase treatment. That
the whole fight that Angie and Lisa have over who's Kerastase part. I'm like, if you were at Kerastase right now, you would be printing money. Yeah,
incredible integrated advertising. Like it's so good. It made me. I bought some.
Did you?
Well, I don't know. I bought a Kerastase thing. It's a squirty bottle that you put on your hair. Haven't used it yet, but I was influenced. I'm finding the older I get, the more influenced I'm getting. And, you know, if it's coming from Bravo celebrities, it's making it a little bit. There's a bit of a push. I was in a TV show record today, and I saw the definition of someone mucking around. Soon, I think like I might already have like Wikipedia. He'll have like videos of the definition, or like next to like Collins Dictionary or something. If you had a little video of mucking around, it was the camera was in one position, and out of nowhere, a crew member with a snorkel and goggles went up in front of the screen for no reason.
We're playing silly buggers on the set, are we?
I was like, that's the best mucking about I've ever seen.
That's like mucking about with like preparation.
Yeah. It was a hit. Absolutely killed. 2 levels as well. Control room, roars of laughter.
Wow.
So if you just want to impress the bosses and you work on a TV show, bring a snorkel.
Well, it's good fun. It's just good, wholesome fun.
Should we talk? We talked a little bit of Bravo. Maybe we should talk
a whole
London.
Bunch. We got a whole reunion part 1 to get into.
What a reunion.
Jez, why don't you hit that stang?
There will be some accents happening.
There's going to be some accents.
Yeah.
I forgot that he did that.
Can I apologise? I said today that the snorkel man was the A-grade mucking around. But that intro has come a close second.
That's all time mucking around. And that's our producer Jez. He had a muck around.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta give people permission to muck around. Because if they don't, they'll go crazy. Guess what, Maggie? I've got some news for you.
Yes.
Don't get shocked or scared. This podcast is brought to you by Hayu. Stream new episodes of The Real Housewives of London every Monday exclusively on Hayu, ad-free every episode and every season. And we're at I can't believe we finished the season and we're now on to reunion part 1 of 2.
Yeah.
With Catherine Ryan as the host.
It was so good.
Reunion, as they were calling it online.
Oh, I love that. She did well.
Yeah, I mean, she got, I think, toppled almost instantly.
Yeah, she kind of became less of a host, more of a extra housewife.
Mediator, I feel.
Yeah, there was kind of some real opinions being thrown around. Like, you know, when you watch the Andy ones, sometimes he gives an opinion and it's like, ooh, you know, he's getting in there. But he's really just kind of like steering the whole thing. She was getting right. And I really enjoyed that. She was getting right in there with some advice.
Yeah. Translating for the ladies. Because honestly, sometimes it's been a bit hard. And even after this episode, the reunion, there's still some stuff I'm still not quite sure why everyone was upset.
Yeah.
But let's start right at the beginning. I feel like the kind of backstage footage, American Juliet walking in with the I Heart Paddington shirt. Another one mucking around on set.
That's mucking around, yeah.
That is mucking around.
Yeah. She came in with the I Heart Paddington, showed it to Panthea.
Mm-hmm.
You thought it was wild.
Thought it was wild.
Wild. Hi, Panthea.
Hi, Panthea.
Maybe we should go through their fashions first.
Yeah, I loved the looks. Everyone's really showed up.
It was good, and they were all a little bit different.
Yeah.
So we had Amanda in the breastplate. She looked good. I really liked that. I like that. I think like Cara Delevingne wore something similar on the red carpet. That kind of sculpted and solid
breasty plate
thing. I didn't even notice they were pants. I thought that was a skirt. That looks great.
She looks phenomenal, and I love that breastplate-y vibe.
What?
It would be impossible to sit down in. Your gut just like sticking in.
I was like, maybe that's why she was so upset. You've got massive titties.
Thank you.
What do you think your breastplate would look like?
It would look nuts. And also it would look like Venus of Willendorf. And it's like a 25,000-year-old statue.
Oh, yeah.
And she's just got gigantic tits. That's what mine would look like.
I reckon it'd look cool. See,
Thanks,
mine would just look like a little boy.
No, you'd have fashion titties. You got fashion titties, and
Thank you.
Yeah,
I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, fashion titties. Someone make Maggie a t-shirt of fashion titties and send it to her, please.
Thank you.
Loved Amanda's breastplate. Julia Angus's little scalloped bra gold dress situation I really loved as well, and it really suited her.
Very chic, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, very low key.
Low key, chic. I love Juliet's fashion, but I would love to see her step it up a little. I know I've always said it, but I'd love to see her, because I'm really enjoying the ladies that went the rest of them kind of went to 100, didn't they?
Everyone was wearing like very sculptural looks except for American Juliet.
Yeah. I wonder that's right. I was going to look up to see how they do the briefs. If anyone knows how they do the fashion briefs on these wardrobes for a reunion, hit us up.
Please.
Because obviously they've looked at some gold swirl. And then you have Australian Juliet.
Yes, in this kind of more silvery gold kind of wrap around the back of her, very like fixed sculptural as well. I feel like this is on brand. She's always doing like a very big shoulder.
She's always got an extra kind of bolt-on element. So she's just sticking to her look, which is great.
Yep. I loved Panthea's look. I think she looks
Panthea's great. £5,000 gown.
Which I was surprised by, honestly, because like we're all friends here. When I worked on the Sydney reunion, one of the women spent $35,000 on her gown. Couture just for that day. So when I heard 5,000, I was like, cheap.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, are we saving money on this show, are we?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So pulling a half day Panthea.
Yeah.
Wait, go back. 35,000. Who spent $35,000?
I don't want to say which one, but one of them had like a custom piece made for them for the reunion, and it was $35,000. And seeing it in real life, I was like, yep, that looks like a 35. It was very beautiful, very nicely made. It was also like crushingly depressing. Me just like raiding the catering table, like just picking up extra packets of chips to take home with me and like a few extra cans of Coke. And she's just walking through with like half a year's wages on her.
If you're just tuning in for first time forever, Jen worked as the writer on, like the host writer, right?
Yes, I scripted for Osher, who's hosting the reunion for Real Housewives of Sydney season 2 or 3. I can't remember.
3. It would have been 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was the second one of the reboot. Like you put the questions together and like all the links.
It's a fan dream, truly. It's what everyone, I feel like, wants to do, is shape the questions that you ask these people at the end of the...
You're a puppet master.
Yeah, in a way. I really don't want to take too much responsibility, because one of the women came after Osher in a really public way afterwards, after it aired. So I had some input.
Kind of with the territory, isn't it? Though,
Yeah, no, totally, that's it. But it's made me really, I feel like, savvy to edit points in these things, and I feel like as we go through, I'm really excited to talk about it, because there's some stuff that happened in this one which I feel like not very natural. I feel my little edit point spidey senses picking up a bit.
Yeah. Well, going back to the wardrobe just briefly, I think Nessie was the winner for me on this.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought she looked amazing. She got a tan that really suited her.
I mean, her tan is incroyable.
Yeah, really suits her, I think.
Yeah. My only thing is she just gets a little I love her. She's got such a banging bod. I'm like, get the ruffles out of the way. I want to see more of the bod.
Yeah.
But also she's very, like, chic and demure, so she's probably not going like, I'm going to get the girls out. But that's what I want, because she's hot.
She looks a bit different in the face.
Does she?
Maybe I think it's just the tan and the contouring, I think. Yeah.
Also,
I think she looks amazing.
This would have been shot 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And they shot most of the season, was it May this year or something? Or like beginning of this year, end of last?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and Karen just looks divine. The picture we're looking at doesn't do it justice. The base of her dress was incredible. I reckon you're looking at a £35,000 dress for that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the reunion, they kind of talk about each other's fashions, and a lot of people say like, oh, like Karen's got a kind of pageanty thing going on.
Yeah.
But she rocks it.
Yeah, I think it suits her. Yeah.
I love Catherine Ryan's look too, with the little kind of gem over her baby bump. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah. They all look good. In the actual reunion, they kind of went nuts.
It kicked off straight away, didn't it?
Yeah, there was producer intervention.
2 producers.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And like that was the thing too, where I was like, for a producer to step onto set on a reunion. So my experience of shooting a reunion, the one I did was about 8 hours shooting in total.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the whole aim of the game is to try not to have any breaks, or like minimize breaks, because as soon as you give the women breaks, they'll want to leave set. And once they leave set, they'll start making demands of questions, of whatever. Plus, they're all wearing these very intricate dresses, so it's like, even if they just need to go to the bathroom, it's like going to eat the time that you're shooting.
Yeah.
So, and also half these people show up late anyway because they're fabulous and rich. So, so you've lost a bunch of shooting hours anyway. So for production to actually step into frame, into a shot, to pause shooting because it's getting too much is a huge deal.
Yeah.
And for 2 producers to do it, and for a host to just stop talking, is crazy.
It looked like it was like, I wouldn't say it was going to get physical, but it was very heated.
Very heated and straight off the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also still feels like Amanda's poking the bear.
Yeah.
Like a little bit with what she was saying. She was always the one that went a bit lower.
Well, she said something about the kid's legacy, about...
Yeah. I don't know, what's the kid's like? What's my legacy?
It's also like, it was something about
how... inheritance? Or is it just like what your family is?
Because she's saying she's spending like the kid's legacy on Birkin bags, which I'm like, there's worse things.
It is an investment. She said it was an investment.
Yeah. I did like that. It's an investment. They say some pretty whack stuff too. I remember like Angus says like fuck off or something like that, or go fuck yourself or something. It's like really full on.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's something more in there. I feel like it's one of those ones where there's a like a level to it that we're not finding out. On Real Housewives of Cheshire, there was a great storyline where there was 2 best friends, and it was Dawn Ward and someone else, can't remember, and they were best friends. And then the next season, they completely sparred off. Like they did not talk to each other. It was like really bad. And then we find out down the line, one couple had borrowed money off the other couple.
Oh.
So it was a financial thing that they weren't talking about on camera, but were obviously reacting.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know if I doubt it's money, but.
Could be though, because remember Juliet was saying that Amanda kept asking her to do social media posts for her brand.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if, like, with that kind of thing where it's like the money bleeding into the friendship, whether like that's kind of struck a nerve or something, you know?
Maybe. I feel like a bit like Amanda's pride has been chipped. And so she's going really hard on Juliet.
Really hard.
About who she is in general and her family.
Yeah.
She's just pulling out all the stops, which is what you would do if something really bad had happened, not just, oh, we don't hang out anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm calling it. I reckon there's another level to it that we'll find out.
I think so too.
The last time I think I saw producers step in, it might have been the Real Housewives of Atlanta when Portia attacked Kenya with the megaphone.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That was brutal. That was a lot.
Yeah.
So, but it felt legit as well. It didn't feel like they were really hamming it up.
I mean, for its host to go completely silent, and also I kind of feel Catherine Ryan here because, like, she's like pregnant. She's like, I'm not going to scream at these ladies. I'm not raising my voice.
Well, they were all, I think she did the right thing because they're all raising their voices.
What can you do? You can't out-scream these people.
Yeah.
And Panthea, our good friend, is in there too. And from the get-go, she's like, I'm watching it back and I'm realizing I'm going pretty turbo. I'm going to 100 a lot.
Yeah, it's exactly what we've been saying to a friend of the show, Panthea.
To our wonderful friend of the show.
You're amazing. You can just wind it back a bit.
But this happens so often in other franchises too.
Yeah, first season, always.
Yeah, always. There's someone who's like, and they're always, I think in the new New York as well, I think it was Sai, remember?
Yeah,
in that first season, she was
too much.
Yeah, and then in the reunion was like, I really did not realize how I came across.
Yeah.
What a nightmare. I mean, I would hate that to happen to me.
Yeah. Look, after our first seasons of throwing drinks, I sat down and went, you know what? I should wear a clean top every
After our first
time.
season of throwing drinks, I said, I gotta put makeup on.
Yeah.
Just at least a base or something.
Just something. I feel like Juliet didn't do a good enough job defending herself when Panthea was having a chat about the borrowing clothes.
Oh, the Juliet Mayhew
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yes.
Because
wow, wasn't that like so interesting though,
that's
right?
so weird I felt like the other ladies thought that was
a bit odd.
What's the problem? You know, it's so good, so much better for the planet, and
yeah,
what's vintage, you know, like who's going to knock back wearing like, you know, 2003 Jean-Paul Gaultier if it's available to borrow? Like, I don't get what
it's a whole trend now. It's like people going for like archival looks, doing full like vintage looks, that kind of thing. Also, all these people have like children, and I'm sure in my mind, whenever I make a big purchase, I'm like, my daughter will love this one day.
That's good. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm the same with my niece. I'm like, what's she into now? Is she into like,
yeah,
she like what it is?
She
like,
like this.
Do we want a match?
Yeah. This is kind of where I got a bit lost in this reunion, where just certain things I was like, I'm not really understanding what the underlying.
Yeah.
And I think maybe, like you were saying with Juliet, Angus, and Amanda, that this is really a different hurt. And I think this is Panthea kind of flipping the dentist thing.
Yeah.
Like, she's heard about the dentist thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. But then, so she's kind of gone like, I'm going to go, Juliet, on all these different points because now that I'm mad about the dentist thing, I'm also mad about this, you know?
And I think pulling out the voice note, look, it was a receipt, but it was like, oh, okay.
This wasn't a payoff. But I also think it was interesting too because I think it did cast a bit of doubt around certain things that Juliet's been saying.
That's the key thing. It's that if she had been, say it was another, and I think more experienced housewives would have done it this way, and that's not a go. It's like first season, everyone's trying to figure it out. You would use that receipt to prove a point that doesn't have anything to do with that. So you'd be like, you're doing this and you've lied about it. I'm not a liar. Oh, guess what? Remember when you did this? You did that. That's how I'd play the chess game with that one a bit more. It felt like she just kind of showed her hand and everyone was like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But also, why couldn't that happen with the shop owner or whatever, the designer? To start with, that designer says, I'd love you to wear some of my clothes. And you kind of go, oh, yeah. And then you're like, oh, actually, maybe so-and-so said to me a couple of months ago
that their friend said that they'd want me to dress. Yeah.
Maybe I'll give them a call and see if that's still a possibility. Is that still a thing? That's what it sounded like to me, that she just followed something up.
Yeah, that was Juliet's explanation for it, I think.
Yeah. It just felt it was kind of, just kind of like no smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Panthea's picked up on something with Juliet, which is she's a little bit of it. I mean, we kind of said it at the beginning of the season when she's like, I recorded a solo album with the Philharmonic and we haven't been able to find it anywhere. There's definitely something weird.
Yeah.
The changing of I own this property to like I co-manage. Like, I enjoy that Panthea's a little bit of a detective on those things.
Yeah, I do, and I enjoy it. And she does need that drive of being kind of like very interested in kind of like the financial side of things.
Yeah.
To have the reason why she's looking these things up as well, which you think you're like, oh, man, I think you should calm down on it. And then you're like, no, she wasn't.
But also I kind of love it, yeah. I love the goss, but also don't get too in trouble with it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I think it's like, a goss detective needs to be a bit more receptive rather than on the front foot accusing people.
Yes.
It's like you're like it's like Littlefinger or whatever in Game of Thrones where it's like they hear things and he's playing all these games in the background. It's like you never show your hand or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like she could be a bit more Machiavellian with this type of thing.
I think the fact that you've just related Panthea
to Machiavelli.
To Machiavellian Game of Thrones is very good. I've not watched Game of Thrones, but I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. I just think she's I mean, again, she's got excellent taste. She's a fan of the show.
Yeah.
So I feel like we just bonked myself.
That was the spirit of Panthea Parker just hit you in the face.
He was giving me a little slap of the head being like, shut up. Anyway, I'm not going to speak on her then. We can move on.
Okay, so what are we up to? So we've gotten past the kind of like the Mayhew versus Panthea.
Well, then we get into the dentist thing again.
Oh yeah,
which I mean they break it down finally, but I'm also like, this was episode 1 that this happened. I mean, they got Catherine Ryan, licensed therapist, on the couch, got them to kind of be like, yeah, like, if this happened to your kid, you would be upset about it. It's kind of bad that you didn't say anything and kept hanging out with this person.
She was a good moral compass, Catherine.
Yes. I think she talks housewife. She understands the housewife brain.
Yeah. And she understands her role, which is key.
I think it's because as a stand-up, there's not that much difference between a drunk club crowd and a housewife. There's a kind of...
a very good point.
It's kind of a bubbling aggression / enthusiasm. Like, it can really go on a dime and you don't really know what the...
Yeah, if you can hear... if you can handle a heckler...
you can handle a housewife.
Yeah. Oh.
Put that on a bloody T-shirt.
Put that on a T-shirt. I can't handle a heckler.
Can't handle a heckler, can't handle a housewife.
No, I don't. I do not. I wouldn't do well. I'd be too listening if I was the host. I'd be like,
Yeah.
get to wind them up.
Alexi says, I
Alexi
got a
Toliopoulos, friend of the show.
friend of the show. One time he saw me tell off a man in a screening because this man was being kind of low-key racist to someone. And I checked in on this woman after this man walked away to be like, are you okay? And the guy came back because he saw me talking to her. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, but I just had to teach her a lesson. Like, it was really full on. And I stood up and I was like, how about you walk the fuck away? Like, I was like, really, I was on beta blockers at the time. So it was really like there was nothing stopping me. And Alexi was like, oh, you went full heckler mode. You're like, it was you. I was watching you deal with a drunk patron. Like, you were basically you were going to humiliate him publicly, and then everyone would laugh, and then you were going to get him out of the fucking club. And I was like, yeah, I don't know where that, because I'm not like a very confrontational person, but like, I think I just turned into that version of myself that's had to like deal with someone threw a bottle at me once in Newcastle, like that kind of thing.
And I'm sorry about that. I asked you not to bring it up. If there is a season 2, I hope she's comes back. Yeah.
And I hope she's pregnant again. I hope that's her bit for the reunions, just every time Catherine Ryan has a baby.
Isn't that Ali Wong? Hasn't she shot like 2 specials when she was pregnant? Is that right?
Oh, I don't know. I know I've definitely seen one of them when she's pregnant. I don't know if she's done 2. That's so funny she has.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
That's a great bit.
And so I think I might be wrong here, but she said she's like, people think it's a shtick, but I was actually pregnant. She just loves to get pregnant.
Loves to get pregnant.
What happened next?
All right. After the dentist gets put to bed, we then revisit Juliet Angus talking about entering the show at a late point, coming to the tea party and having a fight with Amanda. And Karen joins in and says that she was annoyed at Juliet Mayhew for not looking after Amanda because Juliet Mayhew got up to look after Juliet Angus and walked everyone off. Juliet Angus says that she was going after my children and what a bad mother I am, and it should just be off the table.
Yeah. Look, I kind of wasn't on Karen's side for this. I feel like Juliet had a lot of things to do. I think she was right. She's like, I had kids, I was just there. I would have been there, but we're in a park. I was on that side of the table.
It's just like someone's just shown up and they've been yelled at. Like,
that's the other thing is like Juliet Angus felt like she didn't really know anyone. So if she'd gone to like Amanda's side, Juliet would have been like on her own.
Yeah.
No. I didn't see that as an issue. I feel like potentially it's a little bit nitpicky.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes in this reunion, to try and dispel the tension between the two people having a disagreement, mostly Juliet Angus and Amanda, they'll go to the other women for their point of views, but it's also just to try and give them something.
Yeah. I'd like to have an opinion on this, but I don't really care.
It's like they keep asking Nessie at certain points her point of view on things, and it's just like, I don't know. Obviously, all the story producers and stuff would have had a chat to these women the day before they recorded and all that stuff. But it just felt a bit like forced as a way to not get into the central conflict.
So after they talked about the tea party and the Amanda thing, what happened next? Well, they went to.
Well, then they get really into Amanda and Karen again.
Oh yeah.
Amanda didn't know Angus was coming to the picnic. But she did know that Angus was around and she had a feeling she'd be attacked. She was like, I'm in my pretty girl mode. I was wearing my big hat.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. And then Amanda goes, I'm very popular. I'm very well liked.
Panthea had a real go at Karen. She's getting in with the Real Housewives of Jersey cast. About Karen.
Everyone in Jersey says you're like this. Okay. Well, again, we don't watch that show. Who's watching that show?
I watched it. It was boring.
When was it on?
I don't know, like lockdown time?
Right, yeah.
There was nothing. It was so manufactured and they didn't do anything. They just kind of sat around on an island. I mean, like, it was interesting seeing Jersey because I didn't know anything about it except for seeing the Jersey Potato Peel Club, which was a terrible film. Because it's interesting with their World War II history. I was like, oh, this is good. It was Housewives, and they'll get into the World War II history. But no, it's just a whole lot of really rich people on an island. That's not even really a fun island. It's not like a
White Lotus type of vibe.
Yeah, no, it's a cold island.
Cold island?
It's cold. Why go to an island when it's cold?
Yuck.
No, cold islands are no good.
To do what? To stay inside?
Yeah. You can't even do stuff.
Yeah. What are you doing on a cold island? In the UK? You're already on an island.
Is it a tax thing?
Don't know.
Might be. It does make sense that there might be a tax break there. But I do know the Nazis took it over. So Jersey has been considered a tax haven since the 1920s.
Right.
As a maximum 20% personal income tax rate with no wealth, inheritance, or capital gains taxes.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's why you're on a cold island.
That's why you go to a cold island.
Yep.
I know, there's going to be, we've got so many Jersey listeners and they're going to be like, oh, it gets hot sometimes.
Shut up. I think I told you about when I was in
sheep.
London during the summer and I was at King's Cross Station and they had announcements over the speaker and it was like, due to the extreme weather, British Railways encourages customers to stay hydrated and stay inside. And the extreme weather was 25 degrees.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. Grow up. Quit mucking around, to be honest.
I was born into 25 degrees.
You're talking to Maggie Luke from Brisbane, babe. Babe, grow up. Quit mucking around.
I started 25 degrees.
My natural body heat's like 30 or whatever it is.
37.
37.
Is it 37?
I don't
know. Jess, can you look that up, please?
Jess, please look up a woman's natural body heat.
Is it the basal temperature? Is that what it's called?
What is basal? Jess, can you look up what basal temperature is?
Basal temperature is as well, please. So,
Jess?
Yeah, so I don't know. But I did like how Panthea, she's open about being a gossip.
Yeah, and you know what? This is her most likable moment.
It was so likable because it was honest, and it reminded me of you when you were talking about how you can't work without a tap of gossip up the top.
Yes.
When it's like, it's okay when it's not harmful or really detrimental to someone, but I'm pretty sure she said a few things on that were. But I get what she's saying. When it's funny.
It's funny.
Sometimes gossip's funny.
Gossip is funny. Gossip is good. And that's,
Gossip is good.
Gossip is good. There's historical precedent for women gossiping. It was used as a way to communicate in groups of women, females, as a way to protect them, to identify predators, society, to share shared values of community. There's many, many reasons why gossip is good. You just have to be like, this is what I'm saying. You have to know what good gossip is to share and what is bad gossip. I will say, for Sydney Reunion, there was stuff that was said on camera that as soon as it was said, production was shut down.
Wow.
And they were like, this will never go to air, first of all. Second of all, you need to apologize immediately for saying that. And third of all, you risk being sued by saying this stuff.
Can you tell me, and you'll get Jez to cut it out, to bleep it out?
Okay. Basically, it's hard because I can't fucking remember the names. Someone accused of being addicted to meth.
Oh.
Yeah. Someone was like, you're just a fucking meth addict. And we had to stop. And basically they were like, Yeah, you can't. Obviously, you can't say that on TV. How could you possibly say that on TV?
Yeah.
So
Well, on that night, the human degrees is 37 degrees.
37 degrees, and your basal body temperature is your body's lowest resting temperature, which can be identify ovulation through a slight rise after the.
Oh.
Well, we're learning.
What happened
But
next?
yeah, anyway, so there's fun goss and there's bad goss.
Yeah, that's it. And I think she's learning that.
Yeah.
It feels like that's kind of a common housewife learning curve.
Yes.
I think Erin in New York did that a little bit. She learned that there was a difference, you know?
And then she got very tied up. If you watched that last season.
Yeah.
That was her. She was hung by her own petard.
Yeah, exactly. So they, you know, I don't think the audience even wants to watch people say things that are really harmful on camera.
The whole thing is like it's meant to be aspirational.
I don't like. It's like when they go for they accuse someone of, you know, stealing, or they're like, you know, someone's gay when they're married, and
that's just nasty.
It just doesn't feel like it's interesting, you know.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch that.
But on the other hand, accusing people's stuff of being fake,
yeah, like, perfect, yeah. Stealing, borrowing dresses, that's fine. Yeah,
that's the sweet spot. It's like there's no real consequence. It's okay.
There's got to be a show.
Yeah. I just want you guys to walk away and not have a punch on in the
exactly
car park.
We don't want to end in the high court with this. So yeah. I mean, I'll be interested to see what happens next episode. I was quite happy with this. I thought it was good.
Yeah, look, I would like Nessie to get in it a bit more. It looks like from the preview for next episode, they do kind of accuse Nessie of fence sitting a bit. Yeah. And from stirring the pot kind of from afar. Yeah. Excited to see that.
She was always our Chica, wasn't she, who got the same treatment. Yeah. Sometimes you need that person, that juggle.
Who do you reckon's like the narrator of this season? Because like in each Housewives franchise, there's a narrator. In Beverly Hills for a really long time, it was Kyle Richards. In Salt Lake, it's Heather. In Potomac, it was, I would say, either Wendy or Giselle. Yeah. Yeah.
For this one, I feel like Juliet Angus was supposed to be it. But because she started later, she was kind of on the back foot. So it's hard to be the narrator when you're on the back foot because she didn't get the opportunity to set up the world.
Yeah.
And I feel Karen almost is taking
the narrator
charge.
I feel like they tried to maybe set up Amanda as the narrator at the very beginning, but then I feel like she played it both too cold, like wouldn't get involved. Yeah. And then went to the other way.
Be interesting to see. I think season 2 is going to be great. Yeah. Nessie, no, I think Nessie's kind of the kind of like glue who goes between conversations and keeps things churning. I strongly believe that Angus was supposed to be, now I think about it, the narrator. I think she was supposed to come in as like the sassy American, kind of giving commentary on the English ladies for the American audience as well. And because she started later, it would just, it felt like she was on the back foot. She didn't have the opportunity to set up herself as the narrator. And because she got so involved, now she's super involved. She was supposed to be kind of like the Bethany, I think. Yeah. Of that. Someone who's slightly separated, but still in the world and has a good sense of humor. But who knows? Maybe next season she will be.
Maybe next season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're almost coming to the end of this season for us. We got one more episode next week.
One more.
And then
forever. And then they turn to dust. We go to
hibernation, I guess. I don't know.
They turn to dust.
We turn to dust. But if you like our podcast, please recommend it to your friends. That's basically the main way people find us is through word of mouth, and we really appreciate it.
Having fun on YouTube, aren't we?
We're having fun on YouTube. If you're watching this now on YouTube,
We didn't even know about YouTube. That's
We-
how
can
dumb
you
we are.
tell?
We are-
Can you tell that we
got
have no
to
idea
get
what the
told about
fuck's
that.
going on or why people like us there?
I hadn't looked for a long time, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this podcast is brought to you by Hayu. Stream new episodes of The Real Housewives of London every Monday exclusively on Hayu.
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 No, well, many blessings.
Yeah, have a great week.
Thank you, mate.
One to go. I might dress up a little bit for the last one.
Yeah, let's try and put on a look. Do you have any gold to wear? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, but I will find some.
All right, cool. Jez, are you going to dress up for next week? Considering you're not on camera?
I already am.
Oh! Mr.
my
Cool
God.
Guy over here. Oh, because he's doing the snorkel bit.
That's mucking around.
He's
There we
having
go.
a muck around.
Yeah. Well, good on you.
Good on you. If you're having a muck around, leave us a 5-star review.
If you like that bit, leave us a 5-star review.
If you're too busy mucking around, don't worry about it.
Have a great week, everyone.
Goodbye.